shoot. I don't know. There we go. Okay. What is up, everybody? How are y'all? Let's go ahead and have some fun with the film. Proceed. What's going on there? Get the chat going. So I can read the chats, maybe? There's one chat. There's two chat. And this one. There we go. No. There we go. All right, what's up, everybody? How are you all doing? We will have some fun with the film tonight. Of course, it sucks that we lost 28-7, and it's been a blast just hearing everybody complain about it because the coaching is just awful, and it's just everything, which is not true, but it is what it is. What up, Latte? Absolute joke of a game yesterday, but at least our defense changed it up. Yeah, they got a couple of turnovers, which was nice, and hey. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Stop sharing. I'll just get rid of that at the top. Stop sharing. Am I even sharing this now? Why would I do that? What's up, everybody on YouTube? If you haven't already, switch over to that. Switch over to Twitch so you can actually watch the film with I. We'll have fun. Okay. Stop. Why is it giving me these options? It's obnoxious, but whatever. I'm not going to worry about it too much anymore. Whatever. All right. Full replay in Spanish now. Wow. Bold. That's cool. Oh, my goodness. Now this won't work. I love technology. Why would I expect when you click a button, it actually pops up? Why would I expect that? Okay, don't know why this is at the top, but whatever. We're just going to have to deal with it. All right. Let's see, is anybody on Twitch yet? Got somebody over there. Whatever. Just going to have fun. What's up, Choppa? How are you? All right. We're doing a lot better the last few weeks in the return game. Curious to actually watch it from this angle here. Doesn't seem overly exotic or anything. It just seems like I guess we're just doing our jobs better. Okay, well, if you haven't heard, what the heck is that? Did I just exit out this thing? You can't make this up. I hate this. I didn't even know that was a thing. Apparently, Control W just exit out of your window. Okay. Well, that's convenient. For who, I'm not sure. Whoever asked for that. don't know, but here we are. Watch replay. This. So no control W. Do not hit control W. What up, dude? Good man. This is Luck from Discord channel. I'm tuned in while driving back from work. Oh, we'll drive safe. Drive safe. All right. So obviously, if you haven't heard, shotgun is like the worst formation on the planet. You know, all the NFL teams are running around 75 to 60 to 75% in shotgun, but all of them are stupid. So Cliff is just the worst coordinator on the planet. All right, we got Terry going in motion. We're looking to throw. So we have a little hitch out route, looking to go whichever way this corner goes, he's screwed. Of course, as a smart corner would, he chooses Terry. So that's why we go inside. This pass would love to go to Terry. This is a play that we would love to get it to Terry, but the defense cues in on there instead of Debo. So the read is to get it to Debo Samuel. Simple, quick throw for your backup quarterback, just getting your receivers back from injury. Just try to get them to the ball quickly. Don't really have anybody else involved. The offensive line is fine. Excuse me, and not really involved. So there you go. All right, we're going into the shotgun. And it could, let's see. It's interesting that he pulls it here. Huh. So typically on this read, you're looking at where is this guy going, right? Where's Karlaftis going? Right, so we have this guy here. Tight end's going to block for the quarterback if he chooses to run. And this tight end is going to run past him to get to the linebacker, right? So we are not blocking this dude at all, right? That's the read. So based on this stance here, I feel as though you should be handing this off. I guess because he did step here. This is really well played. I guess he gets just far enough to tell Mariota that it's not a good idea to hand this off. But if he's not with his full shoulders this way, I'm handing it off and letting the running back get as many yards as he can right behind this Tunsil and Chris Ball block. But he decides to keep it. And, see, if he were to hand it off, this little hesitation, look at this run. Right? Look at that. And also, he's coming to block here. This little hesitation is all Bill would need to get a huge run. He's got to hand that off. And you could tell he should hand it off because of where the shoulders were lined up, right? He is not saying, I am going after the running back. His shoulders are square to the field. This is, I am going after the quarterback as soon as I think he hands off. And the whole reason of this play action that it works, that you don't have to block this guy, is that this action here stuns him just enough to create that hole. Hand it off, Mariota. Hand it off. Okay. Now he hands it off. And that's enough for the first, right? What yard line did we start at here? We started around the 48. It's a really good play. Is that Leo Chenal on the end? Really good play by Leo. Yeah, this is a good read, good handoff. He's up here. But it's also like Bolton is blowing this play up. Who's supposed to be blocking Bolton? Okay, well, this is not good. This needs to be adjusted in the design here. Because you can't have Karlaftis and Nick Bolton unblocked. Right? And they are really loading this box. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And with both tight ends going this way, we only have 5 to block 7 and Mariota to hold this guy. So against this look, we got to make it. Yeah, something needs to give here. I'm not going to say Bates runs it wrong, because this is how Cliff runs this all the time, is this tight end will go outside rather than inside. But for this play to actually work, like this tight end can be the lead, the Ertz can be the lead block, but Bates needs to come down and block Bolton, right? Like help with Dana. Like if Dana comes out, he's going to help clean Dana up. Then that will free him to get up to the linebacker. If Dana, I think it's Dana, 51, right? If Dana cuts inside, then that will become Connerly's job, and he gets up to the linebacker. That way, this guy is truly the only read, because this guy gets back in the play so easily because he has to run away from Bolton, right? Bolton's coming free here, and so he has to cut more outside, and he goes right into Chenal's hands. He's even late off the snap, too. Everybody else is going. Bates is late. Does he not know what to do here? Or is it Ertz supposed to trap? One of these guys had to have done something wrong. Like, you can't have a run play where you have two guys, especially two of their best tacklers in Bolton and Chenal, unblocked. Like, that can't be the design. And if Cliff is designing it that way, that is mental. I bet I wouldn't be surprised if Nick Bolton has the most tackles on this team and Leo Chenal has the second most, or vice versa. And you're just leaving them unblocked in the run game. That's ridiculous. All right. So Terry is doubled here, literally. This guy is on here. Does a good job of getting through his reads. So where does Luke McCaffrey start at? So Luke. So you have Terry. I'm assuming runs some sort of like route like this. Luke trying to get across the formation. Find a gap in the zone. Devo comes around and runs here. So we're hitting at 3 different levels of this left side, and then Ertz going to chip and then slip out to here. So the play is fine, and it looks like Mariota reads it correctly. So he's looking here. He arguably should throw this here, but he also, I mean, it's zone. He should know that it's going here, but it's fine. I think that him seeing 1, 2, it's not a big deal, and understanding that he can get it out there, Debo in space, I think it's a fine read. But obviously you have 1, 2, 3 guys surrounding Terry McLaurin, so that's not going to be the play for sure. And we get a, 4-yard gain out of it? Maybe like 4.5, 5 yards? We'll take that. What up, Coach Lombard? Yep, just getting started. Got to get it on Twitch. You have to switch to Twitch because YouTube doesn't work. And let me make sure my Twitch is working. Double check that. Yeah, 4 people are on there, so it's got to be working. Nobody's messaging over there, but I will just double check. Not nearly as familiar as on this website. I guess I just do channel, right? Hold on, actually. Yeah. Yep, we're doing good. We're good. I'm in Twitch. Good deal. Good. All right. Protection here. So slide to the left. Yeah, definitely looking at it that from Mariota's point of view, it's a good read. And hey, 5 yards of play, we'll take that every single play. If you can get 5 yards of play, that's perfect. All right. Hand off up the middle here this time. So we got some power O here. Yep. Pulling Cosme around. It looks like Bates is also going to be pulling. Oh, Cosme. What are you blocking McDuffie for? And why is McDuffie there? Did they send a corner blitz on this play? That's a well-timed corner blitz. They do send a corner blitz. Well, he should not be blocked. They send a corner blitz into this. This is really nice. Really nice play call by Spags. So it's only going to get a gain of a couple here. Well-timed corner blitz here. Because Cosme goes and blocks the wrong guy. Cosme should be coming here. And then Bates would come in here to block this. Right? But he gets confused and is like, oh, shoot, this guy's screaming in. I have to block him. And then he ends up whiffing that block as well. So he doesn't even really make the block. It's a well-timed corner blitz. Yeah, it's just Cosme, when he was pulling, he wasn't expecting a corner to be there. So he sees a red jersey and he's like, crap, why are you here? We typically don't block corners on a run play. We'd like to see our running back one-on-one with a corner. There you go, Mariota. Let's take a look at this one. I'm curious if that read option situation gets fixed at all. This time we only have one tight end in. Oh, this is just a straight-up quarterback keeper power. Oh, look at that. That's pretty well designed. You motion this guy out. This guy's gone. Pull Paul here. He's going to go get the linebacker. That's an easy block, easy block, easy block, easy block. One-on-one here. And then he's going to come around and get Bolton. Really good block here, too, by Ertz, who Karlaftis has got to set the edge. Has to be outside. I mean, that's beautiful. Connerly lets him get inside here. I wish he didn't let him get inside, get it to the inside. Mariota's reading it, and then of course Biotis also losing his block late, which is fine. I mean, it's a nice gain on first or whatever down and distance it was, but I believe that's another first down for us. So it's a nice gain. Luvu should be playing edge. I don't hate that idea. Little RPO. Nice gain on first down. It's a good read out here. You see this slot corner backing off. You only have one defender out here. You fake the handoff to even hold him a second longer, and then you get it out there to McCaffrey. So a little play action setting up the screen. he's backing up into a. It's an interesting look, to be honest, because he's coming in. But good read there by Mariota. Hits him quickly, and he turns into an 8-yard gain. We'll take that. I guess it's just actually just straight up play action, huh? Would they ever run this? What is Connerly doing? Hold on. Where's Connerly supposed to be? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, that's not how it's supposed to be right here. You should never have offensive linemen giving each other a hug on a play. So it could have been a run if Biadasz doesn't just get absolutely bullied backwards so that you can't see Connerly pull. Because, yeah, if he down blocks here, he goes and cleans this out. Connerly comes up and seals off the linebacker. Yeah, the run play could work well, but obviously Biadasz just gets destroyed on that play. Motion. First down. So this time it is just a straight up handoff. Handoff all day. Karlaftis doing it, making two tight ends essentially block him. Ben Sinnott does a good job to stay in between here, but Bill couldn't stay on his feet from the pressure there. But it's not a bad play. Another first down, moving the chains. What's up, Bob? McLaurin motions out. Sending up a screen here. Oh, man. Imagine this play. He's going to come and get here. He's doing a great job. He's out here. This guy's peeling back to get Dana. Cosby's going to turn up. He's going to turn up. And then you just have this right here, this lane. Who knows where it could have gone. Who knows? Instead, I mean, Tim, you're not watching the Wizards? I am not watching the Wizards. I do have that Keyshawn George on my fantasy team, though. I mean, it's just such a beautiful drive. Like, did we have a negative play on that entire drive? And it just ends in an interception. 6 yard, 3 yard, 3 yard, 5 yard, 2 yard, 7 yard, 9 yard, 4 yard, and interception. Like, it's such a gorgeous opening drive and just well called. Like, there was only the one play I didn't like, and we still got a 3-yard carry out of it, which was the Krosky Merritt, right? And that was on 3rd and 1, so we got the run anyway. But we got what we needed anyway. But, man, oh man. Maybe that's why, because it's 3rd and 1, they blocked it the way they did, now that I think about it. Maybe it's like Bill is going to be able to get 1 yard out of it. That's all we care about. But if they really sell out on Bill and Mariota can keep it, we have 2 blockers out there. It could be like that huge play against shoot, what was that one that we fumbled on? That Mariota won that we fumbled. That he fumbled way downfield. Could end up like a huge play like that if he's able to keep it. But and what's the chances that it just pops, it goes off of his helmet and right to the defender coming after him? You know, like that thing bounces like up and away or to the left, to the right. It's not an interception. It goes right back to the lineman who also, if it's not perfectly in his gut, he probably drops it anyway. Ugh, it's so annoying. But nonetheless, here we are. So a little 3-4 look. Martin is almost like a linebacker here. So you have the 1, 2, and then the 3 defensive tackles, nose, tackle. So we have 3 D linemen, like true D linemen on the field right now. And then McGee getting the start. Wagner. So we're looking at a 3-4 look instead of a 4-3. So switching it up. Yep, we're doing it again. So we're going with 5 down linemen, essentially, right? Or in this case, it's 3-4 look. Because these guys are counted as linebackers. Like, it's the TJ Watt and Highsmith, right? TJ Watt, Highsmith that the Steelers run. With 3 big boys in the middle. So still a 2 linebacker. It's almost like a 5-2 instead of a 4-3, but it's essentially just how you literally stand. But then you have only 4 DBs. I guess they go with this look. I'm trying to look at the personnel here. I think that's Noah. So I just can't tell if that's another tight end. Is that another tight end? So is it because they're in 13 personnel? Yeah, that's definitely a tight end. Definitely. And Martin gets a sack. It gets on Rashee Rice. Good job, Wagner, on Kelsey. You also have Luvu. Oh, Luvu dropped into coverage on this play. So they only ended up rushing 4. So that's another creative look as well by Joe Witt. He's showing 5 down linemen, but he's only going to rush 4 of them. And this is another thing, right? They slide to this direction. Because of this look, and this is why I say that Joe Witt is actually a good defensive coordinator. Because Luvu's on this side, they slide this way. And now that creates one-on-one matchups with this left tackle here, who's their backup left tackle. Their starting left tackle is hurt, right? So you get a one-on-one here and a one-on-one here. And that's where the pressure comes from, right? They're pushing. Honestly, though, Patrick Mahomes should have thrown it here. Not sure why he didn't throw it to this guy. Not sure if he can see him, maybe, like because these big dudes in front of him. But, I mean, he should be throwing it right here. This is open against this zone, right? The cover 3 look. And he's attacking because there's nobody in his zone anyway. So the middle of the field is open. So that was the read. Not sure why he didn't throw it, and we end up getting a sack from it, which is awesome that Martin is able to get pressure here on the outside. Because this easily could have turned into a freaking Patrick Mahomes special, right? Where if he just gets loose and finds Travis Kelce late or finds somebody else late, but Mahomes missing it there. Stepping up. Yeah, this is good protection this time. But it's pretty good coverage, right? Nobody's really open. Travis Kelce, he's coming down. Amos he's staying underneath. Is Darnell Savage. But it seems like this is going to be a run from Mahomes. Yeah. Yeah. And it's just the lack of a four-man rush, like, to get to the quarterback. I really wish we had a better four-man rush. So why aren't we going after C.J. Gardner-Johnson? Does C.J. Gardner-Johnson rush the quarterback? Answer, no, because he's a safety. Safety's not really the issue here. It's the lack of being able to get after the quarterback on a four-man rush. And we're one of the highest rate blitzing teams because that's the only true way we can get a consistent pressure on the quarterback. But when you rush, or when you blitz a ton, now you put a ton of pressure on your back end. And even when you blitz, you're not necessarily always getting there, but it's frustrating. It's really good blocking by the Chiefs. That hole just opened up right in this gap here. This is 4th down. Okay, this is actually a bad play call that I disagree with on Witt. Because this is 4th and 1, if I remember correctly. Sack for 3 on 8-yard run. Yeah, 4th and 1. Why are we in cover 2? Why are we in a cover 2 look? I feel as though I would just be in a single high, like, and get another guy at the line of scrimmage. Right? Like, what's the benefit of having both guys on a 4th and 1? Playing cover 2. I just play single high, bring this guy into the box, and honestly probably have another bigger dude in, but just another guy into the box. Because he's a part of making the tackle, but way later because he's so far off the line of scrimmage. Not a fan of that look. Like, cover 2 is not bad against the run in general, but on a 4th and 1 look, like, you can't give up a yard. So you'd want to get after the running back immediately, I would think. But he gets paid the big bucks. Good run block, run stuff here. Newton's going to make this tackle from over here. Gets down the line of scrimmage, doesn't get pushed back. Right there to catch him. Beautiful play by Johnny Newton. Beautiful. Single high safety. Is this going to be cover 6 because he's shaded this way? No, it's just cover 1 because he's coming into here. I guess it could be just a different look at a cover 2 because if he's back here and he's back here. Doesn't seem right. Why not stay here? Yeah. Curious if he's supposed to be inside like that. I mean, he is shading his side a lot, so it could just straight up be a cover 2 look. But then you have this guy coming into the middle here. I'm so lost on this coverage. Like, why Wagner's here? So you have nobody on this side? What in the world? I feel like we're running anything and everything in this play. Like, there's no... I mean, if it's cover 2, that's the weak spot of the cover 2, no matter how you slice it. I'm just looking at the rest of the play. Like, but the weak spot of the cover 2 is between this corner and this safety. So, like, this is the weak area. So this gets hit all the time in a cover 2 look. But I'm just so lost by that play. I'd be curious what that was supposed to look like by design, and if, like, who kind of just went rogue, or if that was truly how the design was, and I don't even know what you would call it. I really don't. Some sort of cover 2 with a weird setup underneath. Kind of shuffle. I'm going to call it the cover 2 shuffle. Because underneath, they just shuffled each other. Like, they were just all over the map. There you go. Good coverage there by Trey Amos against Xavier Worthy. True speed on the outside. Running with them in phase. Trying to throw back shoulder. Xavier Worthy wasn't ready for it. Nice job. All right. Nice transfer here. Good coverage. He's going to throw it. Get hit as he throws. That's a good play there by McGee. I like this. Little jam. Not after 5 yards, though. It's only a couple yards downfield. Little jam to move him off the spot. Locate the crosser. And match the crosser here. Right? And he may have gotten a little shake and baked here by Kelsey. I mean, he is a Hall of Famer, and he is a second-year player. Right? And so he does a good job of kind of pressing here to make him turn his hips and then sitting down. It's almost like the equivalent of forcing corner deep and then coming back, right? Like loading a little comeback route until he turns his hips. But it's in this direction instead, right? So it just kind of turns it 90 degrees. But overall, I think it's good eyes, good jam, and well played there by McGee. Well played. Three receivers to the left in the shotgun. Juju, right? We have a too high shell here. This is the interception play. So this is straight up man-to-man here. And Marshawn Lattimore does a fantastic job on man-to-man. Hollywood Brown's a really good slot receiver, too. Mahomes trying to zip it in on the back shoulder. Marshawn Lattimore all over it. Just a three-man rush, too. Yeah, it was a huge play by Lattimore for sure. Interesting by Coleman there. I liked it. Or do I like it? I don't know if I like it. I understand what he was doing, but I feel like hmm. Yeah, no, I don't like it. So usually you would want to take this block over so Chris Paul can get to the linebacker, right? But he kind of just avoids it altogether, and then he blitzes. So it almost looks like it's helpful, but if he blitzes that far hard here, like this cut's going to work on him anyway, right? Or but if he also helps this, then maybe Paul could actually get to this tranquil block, right? But Chris Paul he's blocking this way, and you're not helping at all on this outside. So you don't get to the block to stop the block here anyway, right? Maybe this cutback actually doesn't work, but anyway, he'd probably just still run this way then, I guess. It's fine. It's still a 4-yard carry. It's not bad. Just interesting. Like, would I rather a guy go underneath like that? Like so we're running zone outside zone, right? So we're all going this way. This is the point, right? Everybody's going this way. Would I want a guy to loop underneath like that and kind of just leave this guy here? Or do I want him to help fight through this block so Chris Paul can get to the linebacker? I know how I was taught was you fight through this so that Chris Paul can get to the linebacker. That's how I was taught. But interesting. Good holder blocks, yep. All right. Another 4-yard run. Yeah, no pool, just outside zone here with him going to cut off the backside. Little pitch here. I'm not sure what Debo's doing here. Why are you here? I feel like Debo misses his block. Why are you here? Why are you not blocking him? Right? Okay, so he's going to come all the way back here and block him. He's going all the way to the backside and then misses it. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Debo is going to start from over here, come all the way across, run right through the fray, and somehow touch like nobody. How do you run in the middle of this run play, not touching anyone? Like he looks like a fish swimming upriver. Like everybody's going this way. Everybody, right? I know Terry's gonna come on block side, but it's just like, and then he's just going right through it all, just right through it all, and doesn't touch a soul. Okay, there you go. I feel like if he would have blocked that linebacker, maybe that could have been a bigger play. But 4-yard run nonetheless. Empty backfield. He's freaking getting sandwiched here. He's coming underneath. Yeah, so he's going under. He's here. So they're doing like some sort of mesh concept with him, and then a dig on the backside. And then he's going to get out here into the flat. Maybe arguably should have been throwing it earlier, but hey, turns into a big play nonetheless. I mean, the Chiefs have definitely wanted to cover Terry today. Like, there's pretty much two bodies on him the whole time. Like, he's sandwiched there. Pistol. Play action. Good job by Luke McCaffrey getting open late. It's good recognition by this guy. So he's trying to get this shot here, right? So you have this guy underneath, this guy going deep and trying to find this right here. But this guy's coming off of it at a good spot. Luke McCaffrey doing a great job getting the separation and toe tapping on the sideline. What a catch. What an absolute incredible catch by Luke McCaffrey. What up, Infinity? See, we got a couple of new followers on Twitch. We got Josh, Stewman, Chappa, and Infinity. What's up, guys? All right. Beautiful. Yep. Little RPO. I like that. Yep. He sees this guy crashing. Right. Everybody's focused in on the run. This guy's attacking here. Beautiful. Right. 40-yard line. Rodriguez in the game. Two running backs in the backfield here. Why is that happens again? Why? We saw Cosme do it earlier, and now we're seeing what's his face? Connerly do it. Like, guys, the corner is not your man. We leave him unblocked. He is not to be cared about. We do not care about McDuffie. We want him trying to make the tackle. We don't want Thornhill or I think it's Thornhill. No, Tranquil. Sorry, Thornhill is somebody else. Tranquil. We don't want Tranquil or Nick Bolton making this tackle. We're okay with McDuffie trying to tackle a stocky, hard-nosed running back that known to run through people, right? We want that matchup. But Connerly is going to pull and try to block the corner instead of blocking a linebacker. Like, get up here and block this. Like hit these guys. Like, it's okay. If he bounces it outside, he probably makes this guy miss and or runs right through him. But he's not running through two linebackers. It's twice now. If Cliff is teaching our freaking linemen to block corners, okay, yeah, Cliff. No, Cliff, no. But there's zero chance that's what he's teaching. 0% chance. Like, that's the matchup you want. Running back on a corner. Good luck. Make the tackle. Yoda. What the? What? Hmm. Okay. Thank you. Where are we at? There we go. So this is a big play here. We get sacked on this one. Come on, Terry. Why are you running around him? This here. He does this. Like, we want that, right? He ends up doing this. What's up, Jake? Like, this right here is wide open if Terry doesn't take forever to get here. Like, he should already be across this linebacker's face, moving this, so this whole shot is open. And that's exactly where Mariota wants to go. But since Terry's late on the play, running around, like, now this timing is completely screwed, right? Like, he should be here, like, standing here already. And if that's the case, he's moved, boom, window. And that's exactly where Mariota's looking. But he's standing here still. Like, Terry's still not out of the way yet. Frustrating. Fourth down. So the line to gain is here. It's just inside of that 34. Just inside. It's close. It's close. I wonder how this works. Like, you know what? I wonder if that's the problem. And I don't know how to fix this, because this right here, this marker is not always on a yard line, right? But is how, like, the computer reads this is, oh, it's at the 34-yard line, right? And so then when he gets tackled and he's just shy of the 34-yard line, is it like, oh, well, he's 5 inches away from the 34-yard line? But that's not 5 inches from this. And he might still be an inch or two short, but I wonder how that works. Like, does it actually take into consideration it's actually at the 34.14-yard line, right? Like the chain gang, how the chains work, if you're not familiar, right? Pause. Okay. How the chains work is obviously it's every time you do like 10 yards, you at least have one of these solid lines in. Usually, and in this case, you have two, right? But you always have one. Like, imagine if it's here and here is your 10 yards, you have this one. So there's a chain that goes across, and they have a little marker on the chain that they put the marker right here on the middle of this 40-yard line. So when the chains come out, how they are able to keep it, they take that marker, put it on the solid 40-yard line, pull the remaining chain as far as it'll go, and that's where it marks it out. But if this computer is not taking that into consideration, that it's actually not from the 44, right? It's not technically from the 44 and the 34. It's like the 44.1 to the 34.1, which when you're talking 5 inches, this matters. So, like, what's one? If you're at 0.1, that's a difference between 5 inches away and about 1.5 inches away, and could make a slight difference. So it's interesting to think about how that actually works. Like, does it actually take into consideration? Good defense. Sniffing that screen out right away. McGee does a good job too, blitzing and then getting out there to help. Drop into quarters defense. I hate quarters defense. I hate quarters defense. And this is why. I can't stand it. And the reason, this whole area becomes an absolute wide open target. If you run any sort of play action to bring these linebackers up at all, the middle of the field is an absolute valley to be taken advantage of. And here's a prime example. But I'm also not sure where the fudge nuggets Wagner's going. Where's Wagner? What is that about? Is this Kelsey? I guess he's over-keying on Kelsey. But like, we saw this in Jack Del Rio all the time. And like the quarters is obviously, like, it was brought in by the Vic Fangio for Denver to stop Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs with Tyreek Hill and a bunch of other vertical threats, right, that the Chiefs were running with. And it's obviously to prevent the deep ball, right? You have 4 guys deep. If they run verticals, you have a man for all of them. Like, it's obviously to stop the deep ball. But then you just leave this middle of the field wide open. So if this was 3rd and long, okay, fine. 2nd and long, you just give them the wide open middle of the field, and it becomes now 2nd and manageable. Obnoxious. Can't stand cover 4. Can't stand it. So we're not going to call this OPI. I mean, have you ever seen a more fully extended arm? Go Gadget. Look at that. Fully extended right into his chest. And goes the other way. Respect to Sanders still, though. He just gets up and takes it. Says, dang it. I need to be better. Play action. Else is open. This is a freaking fantastic tackle by Jeremy Reeves. Incredible tackle. Love to see it. Love to see it. Screaming in, reads the play, comes in, takes out his legs, doesn't let him get loose. That is really awesome by Jeremy Reeves. Guy known for his special teams, coming up, making big plays here. Thanks, appreciate it. Love you too. You going to sleep? Good night, gorgeous. Love you. You're gonna read? You can't read. Yeah. Wife just got a Kindle and she's excited about it. Apparently it's a, I don't know, free book day. What do you call it again? Stuff Your Kindle Day. And sounds like inspired by one of those smut books. But anyway, so she got a ton of free books, so that's good. All right, here we go. Okay, McGee. All right, McGee. It ends up working out in our favor, but where are you going, McGee? This looks like cover 2. Cover 6. So on this side of the, so you split this in half. On this side of the field, you're running 3. On this side of the field, you're running cover 2, right? I guess they just, instead they do like a 2 times 3, so it's a cover 6 look because they already have a cover. Well, you could have called it a cover 5. I don't know why they opted to do cover 6. It's a good question. It's a good question for the nerds. But instead, they do a 2 times 3 instead of a 2 plus 3. But anyway, so this side's cover 2, which means this corner stays low. You have the single high on this side, or half the field, quarters on this side with an underneath guy. So I'm not sure where McGee is going. Like, you got to stay with him. Like, the corner already has this guy. So he does a good job attacking, right? But then he like slips underneath and lets him get loose. Where this guy is also coming in, so Wagner's got to pay attention to him. Yeah, like, so. But hey, thanks, Kelsey. We scored too fast. What's up, T? I heard play action doesn't work when you run out of the pistol or shotgun. I thought play action only works when you run under center. That's what I heard. So they say. I mean, look at these linebackers. These linebackers are all up in here, man. Bates squirting out there from the middle. I mean, obviously that play didn't happen. There you go, Mariota. Using that speed, baby. Here's how they run this. Yeah, huh. I don't like this. I don't this. I like the idea, but I don't. Both tight ends going out, I don't like. I want one of my tight ends in. Hold on, let's watch it from the outside view again. What are the tight ends doing? Yeah, like, okay, this has got to be fixed. This has got to be fixed. This one, I don't understand. Why would you run it like this? Why would you want 3 guys to block 2 and then leave these 2 guys unblocked? It makes no sense. Makes no sense. Like, okay, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the box. Okay? If you keep one of these tight ends, right? Like, let's say this guy goes out and this guy comes in, this play makes sense. But now you have 7 guys, like we just said, right? And only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers because both of these guys are going outwards. Now, we don't block the end man on the line of scrimmage because he's the read man. We read him to see what he wants, what he does, make him wrong either way. But in this look, we are just not blocking Bolton here. This should be a handoff. Because actually, I'm glad I'm wrong. Because of how the defense acts, I see why they do it now. Okay, all right, I'm wrong, and I will admit I'm wrong. This guy does not stay in the box. He actually does follow the tight ends. So that means you do have the blockers now. Read man, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to hand this off. Why do we need to hand this off? This guy, his shoulders are flat. Hand it off. Hand it off. And then fake it. Like, that's going to be enough hesitation here. Now, this safety does blitz at the right time. So it's a good defensive play call by them either way. And then Mariota does a good job of just freaking using his speed. So, gotta love that. For a play I talk about I don't like, I mean, I'll take an 8-yard gain all day. 7-yard or whatever, 8-yard gain, yeah. All right. Yeah, I like the read. It's just it's not the best of throws. The read's good. All right, he's off. He's going to bring him out. So if he can get out here, the read's fine. Especially with all these guys in the box, right? We have, what, 7 blockers? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. We have the numbers to run the ball, too, so he could hand it off. Handoff would be good. But read's fine. I'd like to lead him a little bit better. It's a good play, though, by Connor as well. Really good play by Connor. No game. Especially with Debo known to break tackles and make things happen in space. I like the call. Doesn't work out in our favor, though. It's good defense by them. Really good defense. Wow. He gets around this and everything. It's arguably out late, though. It's probably out a little late. Because, I mean, that is your initial read here, right? I mean, hit him on the outside. Good play by 21. Really good play. Your first down's right here. What? What is this? Okay, Mariota. Like, this was beyond stupid. The play call is good. I mean, he had Terry open. I mean, I think he should have thrown it to Ertz earlier because that's the read, but I mean, even then he had Terry open on the corner. Like, Terry gets open here. Like, if he throws it right here, Mariota, man. He's a little late on the play before, and then he's, I don't know, throwing the frickin' ghost. Talking about betting the under. Investigate Mariota. Kidding. Okay. rolled ankle or something. Johnny Newton. Johnny. Nice block by Humphrey. Dude's a freaking stud. Did we send a blitz there? Wagner going out to Smith, and McGee can't get over there in time. It's a good read by Mahomes. I love this play. That's a really nice play. It's long developing. You gotta have the blocking, and it does. Deep, and fake this way, which we also all think they're going this way, right? He kind of motions this way, but then resets and looks back towards this direction. So Kelsey's going to come here and then turn back out. And then right in this opening. And then you have this guy here holding this guy forward. And if this guy drops back into the Kelsey range, okay, that's fine. I'll just switch here and get a nice play. And like as soon as he stops here, that's when Mahomes said, boop. Oh, man. Kinlaw does a good job, but he doesn't locate the running back. What's going on, dude? Kinlaw's been playing fantastic this season. This time he beats Creed with a nice move. I mean, that's a beautiful move. But now go get the running back. I guess he sees him faking this throw. And that's just enough. Mahomes, that's really nice by Mahomes. Just a small touch. Just gives Javon Kinlaw just enough to think about. Just frees him for a split second, and it's just enough. Triple option there. It's a really good push. It's a good double team on Kinlaw. Correct snap. Touchdown saving tackle there by Quan. Then they're in. Yeah, our special team's really coming together. Okay, let's do this. Shamari Yoga. Yeah, Ben Sinnott just couldn't quite make that turn to locate Nick Bolton. So he's turning right off the back of the tackle and coming back and getting this guy. And he doesn't quite make that turn. I think this guy also kind of freezes him here, but that's not your man. It's like, oh, shoot. That didn't come off quite tight enough. And Nick Bolton does a good job of just making a miss. You know what, though? To be fair to Sinnott, I also think that Bill runs a poor angle here. He should be following his tight end, right? Like, he should be following his tight end. If the tight end is here, he should be right behind him, right? And I feel like he kind of runs, like, not behind him. Like, he kind of just runs right at the defender. Like, if he runs to follow him, he can make a better two-way. And when he cuts inside, he's like, okay, I'll just run away from you. Right? And then he could be here. If he takes a better track, he could be here instead, and then this block almost becomes irrelevant. Right? Like maybe he could toe, like, try to tackle him with his toe. But again, like, it's the corner. Like, you gotta run through a corner eventually as a running back. So, I mean, you'd like to see Sinnott stay a little tighter, try to make her get around to that linebacker. But I think that Bill could have taken a better track too. Oh yeah, baby. Play action and Ben. Hello. Hello. He's left wide open. Why was he open? Man, Ben Sinnott. No respect. No respect for my boy Ben. He's trying to get it over here, but that's just covered up, and he's like, oh, shoot. I mean, it's as if Ben is not even a player on the field. No respect for Ben. Mary is going through his progressions, eventually getting to the check down. Beautiful. The 4-4, 4-4, 4-4. That's me. Shotgun here. And, Yeah. Not very well blocked altogether here. Bates, for some reason, ends up on the ground. That doesn't seem right. Like, I don't think he's not supposed to cut like that. I literally don't know what that was by Bates. I don't understand that block. Okay. I mean, they are doubling him all, like, so much. So much. John Mariota getting a positive gain out of it, though. Nice. Nice play by Mariota. Just flicking it out there. Look at that flick of the wrist. Mm. Bates got to hold that block on the outside there, buddy. Should he have kept it? That's the question. So Dana is the read man here. No, he shouldn't have kept it. Hand the ball off, dude. Hand the ball off. Like, look at the shoulders of the dude. Like, hand it off. Screen pass, nicely, beautifully set up there. Paul's just gonna run, dude. You just gotta run. Run as fast as you can. No blocking. What in the world? Who is Bates blocking? Oh my God! Karlaftis just threw Bates like he was a little kid. Oh my God! Hey. I wish he didn't float it so much to make this such an incredibly stupid, tough catch. Like, just put it on him, but he's open. But the defense does a good job stopping him before halftime. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Oh no. Oh no. Shoot. Not gonna lie, guys. I don't really care about the second half because we just finished so many opportunities in the first half. It's frustrating to say the least, and I'm just gonna call it here. But now I realized that I didn't hit record. Now I can't post it to YouTube. But Twitch TV, does it record VODs at all? Add social links. Hold on. Create a dashboard. Manage stream. Hold on. How do I do this? I want to do it before I end the stream so that maybe it'll save it. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Okay. Store past podcasts. Distributor enable the store past podcast setting. Store past podcasts. Settings. Stream. Store VOD. VODs will be published by default if toggled off. Always publish VODs. Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, I turn that on. Save changes. All right, we'll see if that works. But anyway, frustrating loss, to say the least, right? Frustrating loss. The second half, at that point, we're pressing, we're getting behind. You're not going to shut down the freaking Chiefs all game. You're just not going to do that. Especially with our talent level, right? So, but I mean, pretty much nobody's shutting down the Chiefs all game. I mean, it rarely happens. I mean, like, sure, the Eagles in the Super Bowl did a good job, or like there's times that you just really have a good day here or there, but I mean, that's I mean, you're talking elite, and with our talent level, we just don't have that at all, right? So it's, I guess, my take on this is just we're going against one of the best teams in the league. We had our opportunities. I thought the coaching was there, the ideas were there, just poorly executed by the players. And at some point, I mean, this is a game about the players. Like, the coaches can do as much as they can to put you in the best situations possible, and the situations were there, opportunities were had, and opportunities were missed. So that's my take on this one, and appreciate all of you hanging out in the chat. Hit the like button, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. And until next time, see ya!
so many. Jokic going up against Tass. Oh, look at pass to the corner. Missed it with the ball fake. Look at this. And then no look to the corner. And do you believe that the Republican Party is starting to... No, Jake. There's been gerrymandering going on for 200 years. There is such extreme gerrymandering going on that in a state like Massachusetts, there is like 40% of the people voting for Trump. They have zero representatives. The Republican Party has zero representatives sent to the House. Think about that. In New Mexico, if 45% of the people voted for Trump, vote Republican, and zero is sent to the House, zero representatives from the Republican Party. So there's gerrymandering, crazy gerrymandering going on all over the country. And do you believe that the Republican... Hey, the lights are on. It's a deal. Hey, it's that time of week, man.